home? Hello there, your old pal Stevie Coyle here. Hopefully, webcasting from Mighty Fine Guitars in Lafayette, California. Hi there, welcome. Come on in. Play Miss Nancy here for a little bit and see who's here. Make sure things are happening as usual. This is the ritual. It's all ones and zeros. I'm not sure what could be so complicated. Doesn't seem like a lot of options for things to go wrong, but sometimes they do. Pardon me. Make sure we're going where we want to go. Yes, indeed. Looks like things are happening. All right. And maybe we can adjust that lighting a little bit. More like that. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. You're not late. It's the Friday Noontime webcast from Mighty Fine Guitars in Lafayette, California. And I'm Stevie Coyle. And today, boys and girls, we're going to talk about Martin Style 2 guitars, little ones, little guitars. Wait for a few more folks to come in. How you been? Please type in where you're webbing in from. It's always of interest on both these Friday afternoon noontime webcasts and the Monday Night Thing. The Monday Night Thing is a show I do that webcasts now to both Facebook and YouTube. Hallelujah. For the moment anyway, until I get kicked off of YouTube again, or off of Facebook again for something unknown to me. But at least YouTube, and currently to Facebook as well, on Monday nights at 7:25 p.m. Pacific time, I get to host guests. New software developments allow me to have guests on the show. And this next guest is going to be, who is the next guest? The last guest was, did you see him? Brother Youssef. He's just really quite terrific. The next guest, this next Monday night, this very Monday night, the 5th, Bill Kirchen from, you know him probably best, but not solely, from Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. He's the guy that did that iconic Hot Rod Lincoln riff. And he's a terrific guy. He's highly hilarious, extremely personable, has tons of stories. He'll play a lot of music, of course, on the Friday night, on the Monday Night Thing. But we'll get some stories out of him as well. He's got the best stories because he was there for all of that stuff. He was out there on the road, and presumably we'll get back out on the road as soon as the Great Sequestration is over. So let me see who all is here. Looks like we've got some commenters already. Hey, Bunny Barnes, great finger picker. Check her out, folks, Bunny Barnes. She's got stuff to do, but she stopped in to say hello. Very kind, Bunny. Nice to see you. Very good. Nancy Paul from Michigan. Make no joke about fish sticks. Don't worry, you won't hear that from me. Dan Payne, very good. It's almost sunny in Kent. Oh my gosh, it's April. Isn't May the month where it gets sunny in Kent? So yeah, you're sneaking up on it. I see what you're up to there. David Hilliard is watching. Another fine picker. We'll announce Monday. Oh, thank you very much. That'd be great if you would announce the Monday Night Thing. Bill Kirchen this time, Bunny. How about that? He's terrific. He's just terrific. And actually, he was the first Monday Night Thinger back there before Thanksgiving. But I didn't have my sound dialed in properly, and it did not turn out so very good. He was great, but technical difficulties prevented the show from being optimal. It was suboptimal, as they say. So we'll try and get that squared away for this next time. Hey, Frank Vituski. Great stuff. Running around town doing errands. What a world, man. Frank, this is like, this is almost a dream come true. This isn't quite flying cars or personal jet packs, the dreams we had in the early 60s and 70s and stuff. But this is kind of like Dick Tracy wrist radios, isn't it? You can run around town and be gabbing with somebody while you're doing errands in Maine and your buddy is in San Francisco, California. It's crazy. I love it. Always been kind of an early adopter. So all of this electronic technological stuff, I blame it on The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Secret Agent Man, all of those spy things where they had the coolest devices, Q showing James Bond, all of the cool new technological electronic devices. I blame that. Hey, Larry Pattis, great pickers here, folks. If you got a pen and pad there, jot these names down. Larry Pattis Frank Vituski, Bunny Barnes, David Hilliard. Good heavens. I wish I could, one of these days I'm going to get my rig down here and be able to host people here in the shop. It's kind of a complicated thing to set up, so I leave it at the studio, which is my spare bedroom. But one of these days I'll get it down here at the shop, and we'll have some of these folks come on and play with me. And you know, I've told you last week, I'll tell you again, if you're not hip to the Jack Trip virtual studio device, Jack Trip is one term, JACKTRIP, Jack Trip virtual studio device, get hip to it. There's a program called Jack Trip that's kind of cool, but it runs off of your computer. And your computer processor, as fast as it is kind of too slow to be able to play without latency on the internet. The Jack Trip device has its own little computer in there, and it whips that signal through really fast. Thursday nights, as you may know, I have rehearsal with the Hellman family scattered all over the Bay Area in our various places. Excuse me. And we had 9 people last night. We had 9 signals coming into the Jack Trip device last night. It was all just fine. We were running Zoom sessions at the same time so we could see each other and hear each other. Fantastic. Jack Trip virtual studio device. You want the box, not necessarily the program. You might have better luck with the program than I did, but the box is the shit. There we go. And let's see who else is on board here. Eric Apgar. Nice to see you, Eric. Terrific. Another East Coaster. Or are you a Great Laker? I get them all mixed up. My brain not so works so good. Today I thought I would feature some small guitars. The past couple of shows have had big guitars in here. Had a Lefty Dreadnought, a D45 of all things. Had a Giant, a Goodall, an ebony-backed Standard, and their Standard is a big guitar. Had another Dreadnought, had a D28 from 1955 the past couple of weeks on this Friday Noontime webcast. Thought I'd feature the little guys this time around because I have 2 of them in the shop at the same time. These are size 2s to get perfectly picayune and annoyingly accurate about everything. A specialty. In Martin parlance, a parlor guitar is anything smaller than an O size. There's Dreadnought, quadruple O or M, triple O, OM, triple O/OM is the next size down. Then there's double O, about the size of a classical guitar. Then there's O, smaller than a classical guitar. Then there's sizes smaller than that. There's 1, 2, and 2.5. And some strange 1 or 2 off variations along those lines. Excuse me. Fish tacos. Too early in the day. The size 2 is a couch guitar for sure. If you're looking for something, you don't wrap around your old Dreadnought the way you used to in high school and college. Me too, neither. It's kind of too big across the waist. It's not just the size of the lower bout, of course. It's the width of the waist that determines how the guitar sits on your lap while you're sitting down playing. For you sitters, and I'm a sitter for sure. I prefer sitting over standing vastly myself. It's the thickness of the guitar. It's the width of the waist. A size 2 is just this big. Little guitar. And in fact, I found a website where a guy talks all about this guitar, which is not this specific guitar, but this style of guitar. This is a size 2, and it's the 17 model, which means it's kind of got some slightly fancier bits than the 15 model, but it's mahogany all the way around. Mahogany top as well as sides and back. This one is from 1922. It's 99 years old. It's in great shape. It's in fantastic shape. And it plays great. Let me read you a little bit about size 2s. There's a fella. I've got him right here on my Etch-a-Sketch. His name is Doug Schmood. I wonder what it was before he changed it. Doug Schmood has schmude.net. Maybe that's his last name. He's got a history of the Martin 217. I'll read you just a little bit, and then I'll play you some, and I'll read you some more, because this is fascinating stuff. Following the wave of popularity of Hawaiian music in the United States after World War I, Martin guitars made of Hawaiian koa wood were selling well in the early 20s. These guitars were built to be played lap style with a slide bar and a nut extender to raise the action. Lap style. Right. However, the frets were raised and the nut extender was removable, so they were widely played as conventionally fretted guitars as well. Inspired by this popularity, Martin reconfigured the 17 line some nice trim, but all mahogany, to include the Model 217 in 1922. This was the first Martin Spanish-style guitar braced for steel strings, and this is a 1922. This is one of the first Martin guitars braced for steel strings. This little baby right here. In a 1925 Martin catalog, the 217 was described as amateur size. Fun size? What does that mean? Amateur size. And being handy for general knockabout use. A beach guitar, I guess is what they're saying, common in modern parlance, perhaps. Excuse me, a beach guitar. The catalog also stated that the model could be shipped with gut strings instead of steel strings at no extra charge. And a lot of people still prefer the sound of gut strings. Myself, I'm a steely guy. Your mileage may vary, but boy, give me steel strings almost any day over gut strings, especially when you're trying to activate a little guitar like this where there's not going to be a ton of flex in the top because of the constrained proportions of the top. I'm a steely guy. When introduced in 1922, the 217 had a list price of heartbreaker $25, which was at the low end of the Martin line, but not an inexpensive guitar overall. Martins were kind of spendy guitars at the time, of course. The 217 sold 344 in its first year and nearly 800 in 1923. So this is one of 344 guitars that were built in 1922. I can't imagine too many of them are in this kind of shape after 99 years. Production made relatively lots of a set of economics undoubtedly contributed to the success of the 217, not only for the selling price of the guitar, but also the fact that a set of steel strings sold for heartbreaker $1 compared to $225 for a set of gut strings. Think of the savings. In 1926, the price of a 217 had risen to $32.50. That's outrageous. I'll not pay it. And sales began to decline as the decade came to a close. In an attempt to boost sales, Martin eliminated the rosewood binding, which is what this has. This is part of the kind of the fancier, the 17 aspect as opposed to the 15 aspect of Martin parlance, which brought the price back down to $25 instead of $32.50. The model was then referred to as number 25 for a short period, even though it was identical to the previous 217, with the exception of the missing binding. Price reduction did result in a boost in sales, and very good, lots of sales things. But there we go. 217 was produced until 1938 with little change. A tortoiseshell pickguard was added as an option in 1932, became standard in 1934. And additionally, the stain was changed to a darker stain in 1935, and a gloss finish was added in 1936. There we go. And that's pretty much all you need to know, more than you need to know, sorry, about the 217. And let me play a little bit here. Lovely thing. And for, like I say, for couch play, holy smokes. That is astonishing volume. Just picking a little bit. Astonishing volume for a little guitar like this. Wow. Wow. I can't remember. Amazing little guitar. Holy smokes. Let me see, catch up with your comments and questions and whatnot. Yow. Total winner guitar. Coming back to Facebook, if I haven't been kicked off. Oh, good. Still mystified as to why I was given a month hiatus. I was given a month detention on Facebook for something that was done 3 or 4 years ago. Said, oh, no, our mistake. Got an apology from them, an apology saying, no, our mistake. That didn't violate community standards. Well, we'll put you back up. Same thing happened later on in that same day. And the same apology came through. No, our mistake. No worries, that doesn't violate community standards. Next day, I was off and gone for a month. Go figure. Ones and zeros, like I was saying. What could go wrong, Facebook? But apparently a lot. Let's see here. Hey, there's Jennifer Martin. Terrific. Hey, Jen. Hey, Deborah Jazz. Michael Propson Guitars is watching. Terrific builder. Oops. Yeah, did you get a freeze up too? Bruce, does your oops mean you got a freeze up there on the video at least? Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea where these little blurps come from. Somewhere between here and there. Lakewood, California. Lakewood, California. Is that where Cal Worthington used to broadcast from? No, that was Linwood. The lonely Linwood car dealer. Hey, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal. There we go. Mary Hartland is watching. I think we're back. I hope. Things are looking glitchy. Sorry about that. Folks, just so you know, if this is too frustrating to watch for Wi-Fi reasons, I repost these afterwards. You can watch the whole thing straight out of my phone, and there'll be no glitchiness. So anyway, there's one size too. I got another one here, built by a wonderful builder out of the Sacramento Davis Winters Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle, called John DeLapp. And he's built a size 2 as well, this one in walnut and spruce. But that same great size. This one I could use a little tunage on. Hey, Bruce Kaplan, don't you have a show today at 5 o'clock? Folks, if you've got shows that you're doing, if you've got online webcasts that you're doing that you want to tout, fire away, post the links, please, and let us know when those are going to happen. I think today is an anniversary for Bruce Kaplan and Claudia Russell, and they do a terrific show, Fridays at 5. Bruce, let them know where they can find that. Is that on your page or on Claudia's page, or how does that go? Again, astonishing sound out of small guitars. Car would like to break your heart. She's too damn old to even start. Take it from one who knows you don't want to get you one of those. She's even meaner than she appears. Ain't done no rock and rollin' in years. They should put her in the crusher, I suppose. You don't want to get you one of those. Leave her over there behind the barn where she'll be out of the way. She's got chassis rot, the gearbox is shot. She's had her day. It's all over for that old heap. She needs so much more than beauty sleep. Take it from one who knows you don't want to get you one of those. Like that. A size 2. They're lovely and they're very couchable. Slouching on the couch, if you're doing a serious couch slouch with tons of Netflix going on, if you're binge watching something on British maybe, Acorn TV or BritBox, and those things are so damn addictive. Wow. Great guitar to just hang out with, stumble through. And let me pipe up in support of playing guitar while you're watching TV. That's where the critical, the director in you, the hypercritical, you did that wrong, tends to shut up a little bit because you're focused on something else. And even as big as a screen as you might have, your eyes are pretty much in the same place. They're not moving around a lot. You're not moving your head to follow the action for most of us. Your mileage may vary. Your house may vary. That means you're probably going to drop into alpha easier by keeping your eyes in one place. This is where progress gets made. This is where forebrain gives way to frog brain, where the forebrain just kind of gives up because you're watching something, you're trying to track the dialogue, follow the action, maybe even play something at the same time. That's where stuff starts to percolate down into the brain stem, which is where it wants to be for you to be able to play it. Great size, a size 2. And this is going to be a short, I promised myself and the world. Where are we in time? I got 5 minutes. I'm going to finish up in 5 minutes. Play it one more time, this little 1922. These are both size 2 guitars, really small, really small. This is 2 sizes smaller than an O and many sizes smaller than, of course, than a Dreadnought, which is a whole different instrument. But when these little guys can have this kind of volume, those old style tuners. What was I messing with the other day? This is On the Way. How's that go? Singing in the bathtub, singing all alone, tearing out a tonsil just like a baritone. You can noodle opera, and while you scrub, everybody's happy while singing in the tub. catch up with your questions and comments, and we'll button this right up. Hey, Michael Kubik. Very good. Mary Hartland. Yes, Michael. Nice little guitars, both of them. You bet. Michael Propson is a fine builder. We're going to feature him one of these weeks coming up. We've got 2 of his guitars in here and have sold several others through the shop. People love the Propson guitars. Seriously, folks, if you do nothing else today with this and during these little webcasts, keep a notepad handy so you can jot down some of these names. It's a cast of greats here. Michael Propson builds fine guitars, wonderful guitars. Matt Sarad, great player out of Lakewood, California. Michael Kubik, great to see you. Old Selena's pal. This is great. I love these. Hi, Leah DeQueen. Nice to see you. Jennifer Martin, great player out of Central California. Oh. Alrighty, I think we're going to button things up here. Righto. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Your old pal Stevie Coyle here, signing off. Today was all about size 2 guitars, a real live Martin, and a very faithful Martin tribute by John DeLapp out of the Winters Davis Sacramento Triangle. I do that whenever I say that. I'm not sure if that helps illustrate anything. See you next week. Not sure exactly what I'm going to be featuring next week, but do tune in Monday night if you can on Facebook, on my personal page on Facebook, not the Stevie Coyle music page, strangely, but it just works out that way. Believe me, it was better. On the Stevie Coyle page and on YouTube at my channel, Stevie Coyle Music, simulcasting at 7:25 on Monday night, I'll be interviewing and we'll be listening to music from Bill Kirchen of Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen. He's a very entertaining gent. Don't want to miss that. He's a huge fave and just a terrific guy as well. So see you one time or the other and see you down the road. Peace and freedom, everybody.